So tell me about your childhood, your cat or your kittenhood.
What the hell are we doing? Okay, let's start this goddamn interview.
Oh no, I'm nervous. Stop.
What are you nervous about?
Everything. You're gonna kill me, aren't you?
I'm gonna kill you?
Yeah, I feel like that's the what this actually is about. It's like this is actually your murder, and you're gonna record it and upload it, and then it's gonna be like some like lifetime like cool special about like my life and how she.
Yeah, but at least, I'll get caught. Just think about that. Hello. Welcome to Local Music Shapes Culture. I am Alison Christoff, your host, and I'm here with drummer Giauna, jazz drummer, and you also started drumming in a couple of DIY bands like a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was new.
Fuck. Okay. What? I'm gonna cut this. Whatever.
I'm gonna cut this. Don't cut it.
Fine. Okay. So you were like jazz drumming for like a long time before you really did much else, right?
Yep, I was forcing myself since I had a degree in it. I gotta do it.
Oh, maybe I didn't know you had a degree. It's been a while since I've like talked to you in depth before.
Yeah, I got my master's in jazz studies from University of Iowa in 2021.
Okay. Are you from Iowa?
No, I'm from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you get like a scholarship or something? Why'd you go there?
Yeah, my buddy, Cassius.
Sorry.
My buddy Cassius, went there and he was like, you should study there. The guy I studied with is still there. Jim Dryers, who we both studied from, and he retired not too long after I left, from, uh, being the jazz drum set professor at University of Iowa. So yeah, Cassius is a really good jazz drummer here around the scene that has helped me out a lot in my post master's career, if that makes sense.
Sorry, I was turning the fan down so that it wouldn't like interfere with the noise as much.
There is a fan up there.
Yeah, there is a fan out there. Okay, you said Cassius?
Yeah.
And he's also from here?
I believe Cassius is from Muncie, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, he plays a lot around here. He's the jazz drum set professor at Ball State, and
Cool.
yeah, does that kind of stuff.
You still talk to him?
Yeah, I actually just talked to him yesterday.
Cool. Hell yeah. Did you like grow up in a community that like played music a lot? No? You just got into it?
Some of my great grandparents were musicians. My granddad on my mom's side was a saxophone player and guitar player, hung out and knew West Montgomery very well.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. On the other side, I guess my granddad, so my mom's dad's dad was a musician too, and yeah, my aunt is a semi-famous funk singer from a band called Ebony Rhythm Funk Campaign that was here back in the 70s.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a really cool band. She lives in California still, but she's planning on moving back here sometime this year, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, otherwise really no music really in my family, like how I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, there's not really any musicians or really many artists really in my family either. People ask me that sometimes and I'm like, no.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Like, not really.
No,
not
really.
Like, especially no one that like really pursues it, or it's like not anyone that like loudly talks about it as if it's a big part of their life, at least to my knowledge. I don't know. Why are you still doing this, Giauna? Why do you like doing it?
I keep doing it because I keep finding different ways to like do music that I have never found that I knew that I could do. Like doing like jazz and stuff was cool, but then kind of finding my way to the DIY punk scene, and I found my way into the klezmer music scene for a little bit. I was in the klezmer band for a couple years.
The what?
Klezmer.
I don't know what that is.
It's like Jewish, like traditional Jewish, like Yiddish music, like gypsy jazz and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah. And I had a lot of fun in that group.
When did you do that?
That was like 2022 to like 20. I wouldn't even say 20. I think it was 20. It was definitely 2021 into 2022. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Was that like pre you joining Live Suffer Die?
Yeah, okay. Definitely.
Yeah, because I remember when you like first got into that band, it was because I don't know, Basil was somewhere where you were, and he like overheard you being like, "Man, I want to play in something that's not like a jazz."
Well, what's funny is ever since I said that, that's when it really.
And he was really looking for a drummer for his band.
Yeah, what's funny is there was like a moment where I kind of said, you know what, I'm going to stop forcing myself to try and do this whole like jazz thing. And that's when I started joining all these different groups, and then I just realized that I kind of hit a rut in my career. I don't want to say a rut, but like
with jazz?
Yeah, I got to a point where I was like, okay, well, now I have to do jazz because it's what I have to do because I have a jazz degree. But then something in me said, you know what, don't care. So I stopped caring about what I was playing, and then next thing I know, I'm in all these really awesome groups, and now like I'm in Wampus. I'm in Zap Black. I'm in all these other groups that I never thought I would ever be in, having fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's so important. I feel like so many of us get stuck in this like, okay, well, the world has these expectations of me, or this is what I worked so hard to do, so this is what I need to keep doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't always have to be the path that we keep like going forward.
Yeah, and I learned in the long short way that you can really do what you want to do, and as long as you just literally just do it. Like I just said, you know, I want to join the band doing like auxiliary, and then I found Wampus Milk Daddies, and now I'm in that band almost a year and a half now. I decided I wanted to do this to add to something else that I can do that isn't just drums or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Where do you think it's going to take you next? You plan... You're still doing some jazz gigs sometimes?
Yeah, I still play. I'm in a band. We actually just recorded stuff for an EP.
I like your hair.
Oh, thanks. It like rubs on my head, and I like feel like something's back there, and I start scratching, so I have to put it up so it doesn't hit my head.
Yeah.
We just recorded a part of an EP down in Bloomington, where he's from, called Outside Corner. It's very traditional, straight ahead jazz. We're a quintet. But
what's it called?
Outside Corner.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool band. I just joined it like 3 months ago, I would say. Yeah, and then we already are in the studio recording, so that's fun.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to think. I don't think we're writing new stuff in Wampus, but I don't know about recording yet.
What genre would you classify Wampus? Wait, okay, let's hear all your groups right first.
Okay, so Wampus Milk Daddies.
Yeah.
Zap Black.
Zap Black.
Outside Corner.
Outside Corner.
And Glow.
Glow. Okay.
GLO.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that one's a new one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that one's cool. That's an all women group.
Oh, really? With who?
Yeah, we're all of color.
Oh, hell yeah. What kind of music?
It's like R&B and like soul, kind of like not SZA, but like kind of like a little bit of Brandy mixed with like, you know, Snow Allegra. There's a little rap in there, but mostly just lay low. It's her music. And then she just wanted to put a band together for a show. She has the lay low experience. We do that at Blind Tiger. We've had a few experiences there. I'm on drums, Laylo on the vocals, got Slim on bass, and Alex, or as some people know her as Curly Q, on guitar.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's that group.
Yeah, that's sick. What, like, originally drew you to, like, playing drums? Like,
I don't remember. Honestly, what I do remember though is sitting at a drum set. I forget where. It was like at my middle school and just kind of being
oh,
natural
so
at
that's
it.
when you started as middle school?
I actually didn't start doing like drum set till high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
crazy.
late to the game.
You're such a good drummer, though.
But you also have to remember I was in high school
That's fair.
2008.
That's fair. That was, like, probably, like, 15 years ago, yeah.
Oh my
Oh, sorry, I didn't
gosh.
want to date you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I started my freshman year of high school was 2008, so that's a while ago.
Yeah.
Just a little while ago.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see, what else do we got on here?
Beans.
Beans? Beans. Why do you have beans on the show?
I don't know. I just like beans.
Well, I guess technically they're my beans that I brought up from upstairs. Giauna likes beans. What's the show you wanted me to want me to play on this spring? You gave me like no explanation. You were just like, "Will you be on this show I'm putting together?"
Well, it's gonna be a house show. I want it to be a house show, the Big Bean Bonanza, and so we're gonna have um a variety of beans. But then there's going to be bands, but then there's going to be booze because it's the Big Bean Bonanza. So there's going to be bands, beans, and booze. That's kind of like my starting lifting point. And I was like thinking maybe having like 2 or 3 groups play.
Cool.
Yeah, just down in my basement.
That'd be fun. Hell yeah. Yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah, if it comes out, it'll come out. But if not,
I hope it works out. Yeah, I have an idea for a festival I want to throw this summer, but I need to get some people on it. And a venue. Probably here. There's like so few venues around here right now. I mean, especially for like loud punk bands, you know?
Oh yeah, I've been so out of that scene recently just because I've been so busy. I heard something about places not allowing those shows no more, and I heard about
Really?
some stuff going down and
I don't know
can't
that,
perform there no more.
yeah, I mean, I guess Natural State doesn't really host shows anymore, but they haven't really been popping too much for a bit. But yeah, Long Shot shut down.
What?
Long Shot shut down. You've played there, right?
I haven't played, but I've been to shows there. What happened?
I don't want to get into it. Well, I don't know. I think that just Excise shut them down because there was some with like some kid had like brought in alcohol or something.
Oh.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Yeah. R.I.P. Longshot. I really liked that venue, honestly. But yeah, anyway, I was gonna say there's not a lot of places to like book, like, you know, like like a punk show, or like if you're trying to have like a large attendance besides like Healer right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I really want more of them.
Let's see. So
Indianapolis.
Healer's got a good space. Well, I also think about like sometimes I think a lot of times the weather kind of has a hit in that because there's a lot of really awesome venues that I've played at, and I've played there during the summer, and so like you can open up and like have like, I mean, he's playing a garage, and like you can have the people in the garage and like the people outside, like because you can have
At a
more
house
people.
show. Yeah,
Like,
I feel like not that
yeah.
many people are doing house shows right now either.
But then it's like you do it in a venue and you're kind of limited to the actual physical indoor space they have, especially when it's
Yeah,
cold,
that's true.
because
Right.
nobody's going to, I mean, no offense, but I don't care if the best band is in town. I'm not going to be outside. I'm sorry.
No,
like,
when it's cold.
not when it's cold, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah, that's the other thing is I was like, okay, well, if it's in the summertime, Nala, why haven't you been in the podcast? Come over here.
Producer. Oh, no. I'm uncomfortable. Oh,
What a queen.
Well, cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I was thinking about, yeah, it could also be like at Arsenal, not Arsenal, Major Taylor or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sebastian always has a generator. I don't know if you know Sebastian. He's the
Do I,
generator dude.
do I know Sebastian? I should.
I don't know. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Okay, so your experience, like, first getting into DIY bands, like, what was it like, getting, like, figuring out how to, like, just your experience getting into, Live Stuff or Die? Like, Basil's band. I don't, yeah, that's not really a group anymore, is it?
No, here's the thing with that is
Or, like,
Basil had hit me up, was like, you should come check out this band tonight. And I was like, all right, bet. And what's funny is there's a full circle thing that happens here. The show that I came to see was with LSD. I forget the third band, but the second band on the bill
oh,
was
because Kate was originally the drummer in that
yeah,
band, right?
the show that I came to watch them was with the hippie fuckers. And then there was this full circle
Dude, that
moment
was an iconic show.
where so there was this whole full circle moment where we went to St. Louis and played with hippie fuckers in St. Louis. No, we didn't. We played with Uranium Club, and hippie
Oh, right,
fuckers
I
were
was
all there.
there.
Hippie fuckers were all there. And then there was this other full circle moment where we played again with hippie fuckers at, I think it was at Atomic again. And then I was in the band. And then they were like, what? It's like this full circle moment where we played with you guys twice. And then, like, now you're in the band. Because I told them, I was like, this is my first ever, like, hardcore show I've ever been to. Like, when I came to that show, when Basil was like, you should come check this out. That was my first ever hardcore show I've ever been to. Ever. I'm like, oh, Lord have
That's
mercy.
okay, that light's not very stable. Yeah, wait, how'd you get into the combo where he was like, you should come check this out?
I think it's because he knew that Kate was leaving and it's like, Kate's leaving, we need a new drummer. And I was like, because that's what he said after they got done playing. I was like, yeah, so do you want to do that? Kate's leaving, we need a new drummer. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That's how that happened.
What was it like getting used to playing like hardcore as opposed to jazz?
Um, I kind of looked at it as jazz, but like compressed. Does that make sense?
That mean?
Like you're still playing all the same patterns and the same things. It's just compressed, like really quick and really fast.
I remember he was saying once like when you were learning how to do the D beat, you were like, oh, this is like this other beat in this other culture, but like a little bit different.
Yeah, I find myself learning that way where I will, because that's how I can help differentiate between two things. It's like this groove, or this beat is like this beat. The only thing is different.
I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of like, okay, I think it's kind of like a hallmark of like intelligence, honestly, is being able to connect such like disparate ideas in your head because it like, I don't know, having like a lot of connections between different like subject areas and topics like is so powerful in like idea generation.
Yeah.
In like art because you'll bring in ideas from somewhere else that like no one else has before, you know?
Yeah. I that makes me sound really smart now, and I'm like,
Well, you
ooh.
are smart, Giauna.
G
She hates when I call her Giauna.
I just feel like I'm in trouble.
That's what she always says.
I never really thought about it and realized how much I like really knew until like I started doing more stuff. Cause then you talk about stuff with that stuff, but then you think about other stuff, and then you're like, I know a lot of stuff. Like, and every time I join a new group or I learn a new style, I feel like it just adds to my stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah, those connections. I like learning a bunch of different stuff so I make more. I don't know, you can try to go pick her up, Giauna.
She's sleeping though.
Well, she's used to being interrupted. I interrupt her all the time. You should just go get her.
Alright, here we go. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, I know.
You're so much more gentle with her than I am. Oh, what a baby. Hello, little girl. My cat, okay, I guess not, some people might just be listening to this. My cat, it's my cat Nala, that is never allowed upstairs, but she is for this podcast because I thought she would be cute.
Oh.
Oh, no, she wants to be alone. Okay, little girl.
Meow, 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 meow.
I guess she's not coming on again.
Meow, 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 meow.
I don't know what her deal is. Anyway.
She's cleaning.
I know, she's on her little throne. Okay, so that's most of what you thought about like learning how to drum like hardcore versus like your previous experience is like just that it what did you say again? It was just like it was like jazz but
Oh, like yeah, like regular drumming, like jazz or whatever, just really quickly, like compress it, just really quick and fast.
It is really quick and fast.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's fun. I like the energy of hardcore. But what would you classify your like or I guess I already asked about the genre of the new one. What was that? Glow?
Oh, glow, yeah.
And then what genres would you classify like your other like Wampus Milk Daddies and like Zap Black as?
Wampus is more like
It can just be general.
it's like
I kind of
like snarky puppy like fusion jazz rock. And then Zap Black's like just J-pop, J-rock. Like Japanese like kind of rock and pop music.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then Glow's like the R&B, like soul vibe, little hip hop, and then like neo soul, and then Outside Corner is very just like pretty much traditional jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was like the cultural shift between like you like playing a bunch of jazz music and then like playing in like DIY bands?
It was a lot, but not like in a bad way, like in a good way. Like
I remember when your parents would come to shows. That was so cute.
Yeah, they were like, we support her no matter what, and I'm like, and there's my mom and my dad, and everybody's just like, what?
Those parents come sometimes.
It's so different. Like, the only really true difference I will say is like, there's no like, I don't want to say like, you don't like clap after like everybody's solo.
No, some people.
There's really no clapping like that at a hardcore show. Like after everybody plays,
clap sometimes. Like if there's a pause and a song ends.
Yeah, I was say don't clap after every solo in a hardcore show. People look at you like you're
solos.
weird.
Okay.
Look at you like you're weird. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, the song just keeps going. There's not a lot of like noise space to clap.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
just loud.
I would say emotionally it's the same because with jazz music, the roots of it and where it came from, a lot of that stuff is like, you know, very raw emotion, and then hardcore is a lot of raw emotion lyrically. So I just say I don't want to say it's the same. It's just the vibe is the same. It's just the delivery is different. I'll say. Yeah. Otherwise,
do you feel like you approach like coming up with like drum beats like differently with the genres?
Like, definitely. Ways? I don't want to say with jazz you're like limited, but like when you're playing a song in that style or genre, you pretty much know it's going to be some type of like some type of Latin, whether it be bossa nova or like salsa. It's going to be some type of swing, some kind of like straight eighth, or some type of like hip hop backbeat. But when it comes to like hardcore, there's like very specific beats like that you have to play at a certain like, I don't want to say styles, but like lines, like bass lines and stuff, like certain types of like beats, and like there's break beat, blast beat, D beat, stuff like that. That's the true, like, I won't say difference, but like what I noticed is
yeah, it's kind of like you gotta like learn the rules before you break them type vibe, you know?
Yeah. Because if it were up to me, I would just do a swing beat over everything. Honestly, I would.
Yeah, I like swingy type beats. I don't know. I like that kind of music. Oh man, we should have gotten it. Yeah, Giauna was so patient today with me getting everything ready.
I'm just vibing with the cats.
Yeah, Giauna was vibing with my cats. But there's so much. I'm like the mic setup. There's so much to do with this like podcast setup that like I guess you just learn as you go, but it feels complicated at first with the camera and the mics, and I'm like not someone that's good at sound, so like the mixing and stuff.
No, I'm not good at sound
Or video
either.
editing. Oh my god, TikTok, with TikTok being down, I'm like, I used to edit these in CapCut, which is like video editing application that is owned by the same company as TikTok, ByteDance. And they what was I saying? Oh, CapCut's down. CapCut's down
Oh,
because although I saw one of my friends text and was like TikTok's back up, but it's like not all working correct. I don't know with all this.
I'm not on TikTok, so I know nothing about. I didn't even know this was all happening until like yesterday. I was like, oh, sorry, y'all TikTokers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting drama series by the White House.
Well,
And then what was your first DIY band after I guess back to on topic. What was your first DIY band after LSD?
that,
Was it Wampa Smoke Daddies or Zaplog?
you know what? It definitely was that black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Would you classify that as like a DIY band? I guess maybe not.
Kind of yes, kind of no.
I just remember like I haven't seen y'all that much. Maybe like 2 times, but the one time I did see you were on a DIY bill, so I guess that's why I was thinking that.
Yeah, it's a really because the original members was Garrett on guitar, Ayana on second guitar, and then Araya on bass.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and now it's just me, my roommate Morgan. Actually, believe it or not, who's a drummer but also a crazy bass player. He plays bass in Zap Black now. And then Garrett on guitar or Zap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fun.
What's your favorite parts of being in all these different groups and bands and gigs?
I don't like this question because
Okay, you don't have to answer it.
No, I'm gonna answer. It's just because I like it because it's like also different. Like
Yeah.
I get to be doing different things in all these groups.
Like you just don't get bored in one thing.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Exactly. But then I also kind of don't like it at the same time because a lot of not that I don't like it, but it just takes a lot of time.
Yeah, for sure.
And
you have a full-time
patience.
job too.
Yeah, and I have a full-time job, so that's
Life of musicians.
Yeah, so it's just like, man. Otherwise, I love it, but it's just taking the time for each group. Otherwise,
Yeah. Yeah, bands are fun. I love performing. Do you have any crazy like stories from any of like your gig experiences?
Let's see.
Anything notable you want to tell the audience on YouTube or Substack, I guess, or Spotify or wherever they're listening?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. A lot of really good stuff has happened. We were playing. It was when we were in St. Louis. Well, with LSD, did a show with Uranium Club, and Basil forgot the snare drum.
Oh, I think I probably knew about that at that time because I was there, but
she was there.
I was there.
She was there.
I went to St. Louis for that gig.
She went to St. Louis for that gig.
But I forgot that happened.
So we were like, oh shit. And then we realized that not too far around the corner, Snooper was playing.
Oh yeah.
And then they let
like
us borrow their snare drum. That was really cool. Because I love Snooper. Snooper is
Snooper's
killer.
Awesome.
Snooper's killer.
Yeah, they're killing it, like for real.
Yeah, y'all don't know Snooper, now. You need to get hip, or I'll come find you and make you get hip.
Yeah, that show was so funny. Like, just the space we were playing in. And then I remember the drummer of Uranium Club, like, set the drum seat so low that it, like, broke it.
I think I remember that, yeah. and then it was cold in there, and then they had, like, those little, like, heater things, and I'm like, that ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I remember pissing behind a trailer or something. There were no bathrooms.
Oh yeah, there were no bathrooms, and it
No
was really,
bathrooms.
really cold.
Yeah, the place Snooper was playing was much more. It was like some. Was it like a? There was like a
It was
drag
interesting. There
place.
was like drag going on with like Snooper and like some exotic dancing or something was going on. I saw like a couple exotic
Yeah,
dancers
that
in
was an
there.
interesting place. I don't
Yeah.
know. St. Louis. I don't know. Pigmail Brains is playing in St. Louis this spring, so I haven't been down there much, but I'm excited to go back.
It's a great it's a great place. They've got the City Museum.
Yeah.
It's the best museum ever.
Ever? Is it just a what kind of museum?
It's like all types of like it's like if you took like a it's like if you took like an art museum and made it for adults but like interactive. Like there's
Really?
like
That's
it's in an
cool.
old corporate building. There's like a bus hanging off the top edge. There's a giant like
Really?
praying mantis on the roof and there's like slides that go down like 10 stories and it's awesome. You should
Yeah.
go.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, we're like what do you okay, so we're probably gonna wrap this up here soon, but where do you wanna be taking your music? Like, in like a year from now? Or like what do you wanna be doing? What are your where would you like to be a year from now? Ideally.
Uh have my own group playing my music.
What's your music? Gee, we
Everything.
should have been talking about this earlier. What's your music?
My music is
So
everything.
your band would be everything?
Yeah, like it would be like I really would like to do all the styles and genres that I know how to do, but right now I think what would be cool and different is just having like a hybrid like electronic acoustic group that just does like I don't know, like a mixture of like hip hop, like but like Daft Punk with a little bit of like hip hop with a little bit of like Portishead.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, little hip hop, little Dilla action,
Hell
but
yeah.
also with a little throwing a little improvisatory jazz in there, just all types of cool stuff. I want to MC too.
Yeah.
Get a cold MC,
That'd be
a
sick.
cold MC, and start like a little like collective or something like that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, you have you have so much knowledge of like so many different areas of music that like yeah, that would be insane. I want to see what parts you pick from like each of your influences.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just it's just music is to you could just do literally whatever, and when it's good, it's good. People eat it up, and that's
It's true. I feel like it's about yeah, the energy you're giving off when performing.
yeah.
I
What?
don't know. Yeah, that would be sick. Do you have like anyone in I guess you don't have to say publicly actually. Never mind. I won't ask you
What
that
does
right
that
now.
mean?
Well, I was gonna ask you if you have like anyone in mind that you would like to like have on in the group,
Me.
but you don't have to, cause I don't want to make you
I'm
say
gonna force her to be in it.
what would I do.
Guitar.
I
Guitar.
am not a good guitarist.
Guitar and
Well, I
tambourine.
shouldn't say that. I'm trying to not say stuff like that. But I I I don't think guitar is my focus right now.
It's shoot. I started kind of seriously looking at guitar
Like learning.
like yeah, like a couple months ago. I have a guitar.
You like in depth practice any other instrument really? Do you do vocals?
No, I don't think you want me to.
Do you know any other instruments?
Um, saxophone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you do know it?
yeah,
Oh, that's sick.
yeah. I used to play saxophone.
Hell yeah. Do you play it at all now?
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, that's fair. It comes and goes. It comes and goes.
Mm.
Okay, well, is there anything else you want to talk about, G, before we wrap this up? Anything I didn't touch on that you're like, I don't know, hype on? You want to shout anyone out, like, to the camera? Any
Let's see.
social media handles? Any groups? Anything?
You guys should check out Wampus Milk Daddies. Instagram Wampus Milk Daddy.
Just all one.
Yep.
One word.
Yeah, you should check out Zach Black Graham. S Z A
Not
Z
not S. Just starts with a Z.
ZAP Black Graham. And then follow me on Instagram. What is my
Isn't it like
mine?
Gianna's Jazz?
Yeah,
Let me
mine
look it
is
up.
Gianna's Jazz
I'm gonna
at
look it
Gianna's
up.
Jazz.
I'm
GIA
I'm fact checking right now.
UNA.
Fact checking. Fact. Okay. G.
Eat your
Yeah,
beans.
it's Gianna's Jazz. GIAUNASJAZZ.
And I
On
don't post a
Instagram.
lot because I just don't anymore because social media is kind of honestly lame. But if you get what I mean, you get what I mean. But
No, I think that's real. I think a lot of people are getting burnt out on it.
But
this
also,
year.
it's like really nice to know what's going on because of your socials. It helps you know who's playing where.
Yeah,
There's
right. Yeah, that is so nice. Like, just I don't know. It's hard to know what's going on in the scene if you're 0% online because that's where everyone posts flyers now.
Flyers.
Yeah, get involved if you're interested in your local music scene. Just do it. It's like no one's gonna like judge you for being different or anything for real. I feel like a lot of people have that. Like sometimes I like talk to, I don't know, people that aren't like, musicians or involved in the scene that like, I feel like sometimes people are like scared to even check out my shows because they think that they'll be like surrounded with cool people and that they won't fit in or something, or that it'll be like weird or that people get beat up in mosh pits.
Oh man, you gotta get hit a couple times.
Okay. Gee, people don't actually get hurt in mosh pits that often.
Yeah, it's true. I've been in multiple mosh pits, and I'm here. I'm fine.
Yeah, Gianna's still alive.
I'm good. No bruises.
Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in to Local Music Shapes Culture. I'm Alison Christoff. Thanks for hanging with us. You can find more episodes of Local Music Shapes Culture on my Substack, where I host this podcast, and it also pushes it out to YouTube, where you may be watching this, or Spotify, Apple. I don't remember if it's pushed to any other podcast platforms, but it has an RSS feed thanks to Substack, so I think you can listen to it on pretty much anything. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. We love rock and local music. If you guys have any ideas for future episodes, let me know. I will consider. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will catch you next week. Bye-bye. Okay, hell yeah.
That is I'm so fried.
I wonder how long that was. Yeah, little girl didn't join our podcast at all. Well, except for when you dragged her in there.